Have you ever noticed the words natural flavors on your favorite snacks and drinks? It sounds wholesome, right? We picture fresh fruits and garden-picked herbs. But what if I told you that natural on a label doesn't always mean what you think? The term is everywhere, from cereal to yogurt, but it's surprisingly vague. In reality, natural flavor is a legal term, defined by the FDA, and it's more about following certain rules than about unprocessed goodness. So, what's really behind that label? Let's dig in and find out. Are all natural flavors created equal? Do they come from the sources we imagine? Let's explore what natural truly means, so you can make informed choices about what you eat. Let's get started. To really understand what natural flavors means on your food label, we need to dig into how the FDA defines and regulates this term. It's a phrase you'll see everywhere, from breakfast cereals to sparkling water. But what does it actually guarantee about what's inside? The FDA, or Food and Drug Administration, is the agency responsible for setting the official definition of natural flavors in the United States. Their guidelines are the gold standard that food companies must follow. According to the FDA, a natural flavor must be derived from a real plant or animal source, such as fruit, vegetables, herbs, spices, meat, seafood, poultry, eggs, or dairy products. These sources are the starting point for what eventually ends up in your food. This might sound reassuring, but here's the catch. The purpose of these flavors is purely to enhance taste. They're not added for nutrition, health benefits, or even to resemble the original food in any meaningful way. Take that raspberry flavor in your favorite drink, for example. Even if the flavor comes from a real raspberry, it won't provide the vitamins, fiber, or antioxidants you'd get from eating the actual fruit. The flavor is there for your taste buds, not your body. After the initial extraction, the flavor compound can be processed in many ways: heated, treated with enzymes, or combined with other substances to achieve the desired taste and aroma. The end result is a concentrated flavor compound, which is often blended with additives, solvents, or preservatives to make it stable, long-lasting, and easy to use in mass-produced foods. So, while the original source is technically natural, the journey from farm to flavor vial is complex and highly industrialized. The line between what's natural and what's processed gets blurry very quickly, making it hard for consumers to know what they're really eating. For shoppers, this can be confusing and even misleading. What seems wholesome and simple is actually a highly engineered ingredient, crafted in a lab to mimic nature. The FDA's rules focus on where the flavor comes from, not on how much it's changed or processed along the way. There's no requirement for the flavor to remain close to its original form. That's why when you see natural on a label, it doesn't always mean what you might expect. It's more about the source than the final product. So, how does a strawberry become a natural flavor in your yogurt? The answer is more complex than you might think, involving both science and creativity. When you see natural flavor on a label, it's easy to imagine fresh fruit being simply added to your food, but the reality is a fascinating journey from farm to lab. It starts with real fruit, but flavorists break it down to its key taste compounds. These experts analyze the unique aroma and taste molecules that make a strawberry taste like, well, a strawberry. These are extracted using solvents, distillation, or enzymes, methods all allowed under the natural label. Each technique isolates specific compounds, capturing the essence of the fruit in a highly concentrated form. The result is a potent flavor essence, but it's not ready yet. This essence is often too strong or unstable to use directly in food products. To make it shelf-stable and easy to use, it's blended with additives like solvents, preservatives, and emulsifiers. These help the flavor last longer, mix evenly, and survive the rigors of food processing and storage. The final, natural flavor can contain dozens of ingredients, many of which aren't disclosed because they're trade secrets. Companies guard these formulas closely, considering them valuable intellectual property. The original strawberry might be just a small part of the mix. In fact, the majority of the flavor can come from other natural sources like herbs, spices, or even other fruits, all combined to mimic the taste of strawberry. What you taste is a carefully engineered blend, not just fruit. It's the result of scientific precision and a bit of culinary artistry, designed to deliver a consistent flavor experience every time. This is why natural flavor on a label is so mysterious. The term covers a wide range of ingredients and processes, making it hard for consumers to know exactly what they're eating. It's not one thing, it's a complex formula. Each batch is designed to taste the same, no matter where or when you buy it. And as consumers, we rarely know exactly what's inside. The details are hidden behind broad terms, leaving us to trust the label. The process is legal, but it's far from the simple, wholesome image we imagine. The journey from fruit to flavor is a blend of nature and technology designed for mass production. That's the reality behind the label, a story of science, secrecy, and the search for the perfect taste. Why do food companies use natural flavors instead of real ingredients? It comes down to cost, consistency, and shelf life. Whole ingredients are expensive and unpredictable. Flavor changes with the season and source. Natural flavors let companies deliver the same taste every time, building customer loyalty. They're also much cheaper, especially for pricey flavors like vanilla. For example, natural vanilla can be made from wood pulp, not just vanilla beans. As long as the chemical comes from a natural source, it qualifies. Natural flavors are also designed to last. Preservatives and additives keep them stable for months. This is crucial for products that travel long distances and sit on shelves. In short, natural flavors are a practical, cost-effective way for companies to guarantee taste and shelf life. That's why they're everywhere. But for consumers, it means more processed ingredients in our food. Natural flavors may be convenient for companies, but they leave consumers in the dark. When you see natural flavor on a label, it sounds harmless, even healthy. But what does it really mean? Most of us have no idea what's actually inside. The ingredient natural flavor can hide dozens of chemicals, many undisclosed due to trade secrets. Food companies aren't required to list every substance, so long as it falls under this vague term. This means you could be eating a complex mix of additives without ever knowing it. This lack of transparency is a problem for people with allergies or dietary restrictions. For those who need to avoid certain ingredients, the uncertainty can be stressful and even dangerous. Additives and natural flavors can come from sources like soy or corn, which aren't always labeled. Even if you're careful, you might still be exposed to allergens or ingredients you're trying to avoid. Vegans and vegetarians face uncertainty too. Natural flavors can be derived from animal products. Without clear labeling, it's nearly impossible to know if a snack fits your lifestyle or beliefs. Without more information, it's hard to know what you're really eating. The fine print on packaging often raises more questions than it answers, leaving shoppers frustrated and confused. Foods with lots of added flavors are often highly processed and low in nutrients. These products are designed to taste great, but they don't offer the same nourishment as whole foods. They let us enjoy the taste of fruit or vanilla without the health benefits of the real thing. The flavor might be convincing, but the nutrition just isn't there. Over time, this can lead to poor nutrition and make real foods seem bland. Our taste buds get used to intense artificial flavors, making it harder to appreciate the subtlety of natural foods. The bottom line, natural flavor, is a black box, and that's a problem for anyone who wants to know what's in their food. We deserve to know what we're putting into our bodies. Transparency is still missing from the label. Until companies are required to be more open, we're left guessing about what we're really eating. We often assume natural flavor is better than artificial flavor, but the difference is smaller than you think. Both are made in labs. The main distinction is the source. Natural flavors come from plants or animals, artificial ones from synthetic materials. Take isoamyl acetate, the chemical behind banana flavor. It can be extracted from bananas or made synthetically. The molecule is identical either way. Your body can't tell the difference. Sometimes artificial flavors are even purer, containing fewer trace compounds. The choice between natural and artificial is often about marketing, not health. Companies know natural sells better, even if both flavors are engineered. Both types are designed to mimic real tastes lost in processing. The real difference is legal, not chemical. So, don't be fooled by the label. Both are products of food science. The wholesome image of natural is mostly about perception. What matters is what's actually in your food. Want to cut down on natural flavors? Focus on whole, unprocessed foods. When you cook with real fruits, vegetables, and herbs, you control the flavors, no hidden additives. At the store, read ingredient lists carefully. If you see natural flavors, know it's a processed product. Choose foods with short, recognizable ingredient lists. For example, buy plain yogurt and add your own fruit instead of buying flavored varieties. Look for products that use whole food ingredients for flavor like strawberry puree or vanilla extract. These are more transparent and closer to the real thing. Brands that use simple, real ingredients are worth seeking out. It's not about perfection, convenience matters too. The goal is to be mindful and shift your diet toward more whole foods. Understanding natural flavor helps you make better choices. Small changes can have a big impact on your health and your relationship with food. Take control of what you eat, one label at a time.